football as a moment ago their Titans were introduced. This should be a good one as the Titans get set to match up with the Seattle Seahawks. Takes this about 5. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
The Titans take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
On 1st down, Tannehill into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 32.
Ryan Tannehill in at quarterback. His pass intercepted by the Seahawks. Sets up 1st down and goal at the 10-yard.
After the interception, a quick change in the situation here. After the interception, here's Wilson. This will be caught at about the 6. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. Here's Wilson, eluding the pressure right. His pass caught at the 4. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. Only able to pick up 2, and that leads us to 3rd and goal. From the gun, it's Wilson. Steps away to his left, and it's intercepted at the goal line. Able to get there and pick it. And nothing there on the return. They've got the football, but they'll have to start this drive at their own 4-yard line. 1st and 10, and kind of tipping their hand at running the ball. 3 tight ends are out there. Now a first carry for Derrick Henry. And he'll take this forward only up to about the 7. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
And he's on the 7-yard line. A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7.
Back to throw, Tannehill. And, oh, he took that in one-handed. What a grab. 30, 10, touchdown Titans. A.J. Brown, 93 yards. And the Titans have taken a first-quarter lead. Well, they were back in the shadows of their own goalpost, and that flipped quickly.
So much for playing it safe. I mean, a conservative, easy call. Run the football, take care of it, create some space, punt the ball away. But no, let's throw it. And sometimes a defense's aggressiveness is used against them because when you got people backed up, your natural inclination is to try and really force them back. And sometimes they get burned that way.
And they got burned there. Extra point good by Gostkowski. And that makes the score 7-0. Gostkowski now, after the touchdown, he'll send this one away. Taken in the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
Over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
Seattle's offense coming back onto the field, ready for their 2nd drive. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again. What do you think?
What do you think?
Yeah, I think that. I think that not only did he say that, but he also told him, let's put it in the end zone that it's supposed to be in, all right? The end zone we're trying to score. I know.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Kenny Vaccaro. And he will bring this all the way back out to midfield. I know it appeared he was saying, hey, give me the football, I'm open, but I don't know if that's a pass that he should have thrown there.
Well, I don't think we've ever met a wide receiver that doesn't think he is open or is about to be open.
True.
So when you throw your hand up in the air and tell your quarterback, hey, I'm available, he's trusting that you are. In this case, he was not, and it turned into disaster for them.
Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete. He was trying to get it to A.J. Brown that time. That'll bring up second down.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
On second down, here's Henry. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Officially nothing on that one, no gain, so they're left with still 10 to go on third down. It's rare that a man his size can at least push forward for a yard. Accelerating, and off he goes.
In your face!
And he will score. Touchdown, Titans. Corey Davis. And the Titans are able to extend their lead. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions, and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
Gostkowski now, after the touchdown, he'll send this one away. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
Seahawks take over first and 10 at their own 18-yard.
The Seattle offense now set to come back out on the field. To this point, the results have not been good. 2 possessions, 2 turnovers.
And that's obviously something that can't continue, but to go a little bit deeper on that one, I would think...
He's got a man, complete. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. That goes for a gain of 31. The big play has him all the way out near midfield for a first and 10. From the shotgun, Wilson. Here's Carson with a catch out of the backfield. And they'll get him as he's inside the 40. That's over 40 yards of movement with those last 2 plays. So operating from Tennessee territory now. Here's first and 10 at the 39-yard line. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. And Wilson's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked up by the USC man, Adoree Jackson. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line.
I think that interception happened for 2 reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit. And receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open.
Got to know that you're open. Otherwise, just don't do it.
After the interception, here's Tannehill. He'll buy some time, and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. It's the veteran K.J. Wright, the disruptive force. Now, following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17.
I think normally we would talk about this more with basketball players and football players, but let's adopt it in this case. He's a stat sheet stuffer.
Had the interception earlier, now a sack. What, he just needs a touchdown for the trifecta.
That's about all he needs, and he's going to go for it.
Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. A toss right to Henry. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down.
He's tackled at the 40-yard line. That's a gain of 10. Brings up
throwing on 3rd down, Tannehill. He gets it to Brown, complete. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. That's a gain of nearly 40 yards on 3rd and medium to pick up the first. A one-handed catch, that's one thing, but with a defender right there, that was a heck of a play.
It used to be that one-handed catch was instinctive in a game. Now it's a practiced move. They work on it before, after, during practice sessions. It becomes part of their repertoire.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. And that was Carlos Dunlap who got in to take him down.
back at the 28-yard line.
To try again after the sack. Tannehill. It's caught on the right side at Smith. And they'll get this down to the 10. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down.
That was good protection there. No, that was great protection there because it allowed him to lock in on his receiver. Although I think he was looking for his tight end on the corner route all the way. Nice connection there for a really nice gain.
That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. Tannehill going to turn and give this to Henry. And he'll be dropped at about the 11 after only a yard.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. Now Tannehill. Just what Seattle was hoping for. The coverage holds, and now 4th down. The linebacker Bobby Wagner able to get back in coverage and knock it free.
Quarterbacks work all the time.
Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. And the gamble fails. It's incomplete.
Well, the element of surprise was there. All right, there's no...
Wilson and the Seahawks take over now, 1st and 10 at their own 11. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by the U.S. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. But I believe a Seahawk was able to get a handle on this, so this will remain Seattle ball. Call it luck or skill, whatever the case is. They're feeling good about just keeping the football there.
Yeah, the biggest thing that they're calling it now, our ball. I mean, they don't care if it was luck or skill. Boy, the panic that jumps up in your chest when that ball's on the ground, whether you get it or your teammate gets it, just as long as you retain possession, that's all you're looking for.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Super Bowl 49 hero Malcolm Butler. And they will finally get him down as he's all the way to the 36-yard line. Oh, bad Seattle memories on that sequence. Russell Wilson intercepted again by Malcolm Butler.
And let's face it, when we went into this game, were we not wondering, could that happen again? Would we have to talk about this? Would Malcolm Butler be able to pull it off? And he did.
Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And it's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tennessee. 3 touchdown passes now for Ryan Tannehill. And the Titans are going to add on to the... lead. And it is now 21-0. Those are the kind of drives they like on offense, from the coordinator to the quarterback, the line, everybody. One play drive and into the end zone for 6. Gostkowski now after the touchdown. He'll send this one away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
At their own 24-yard line.
Russell Wilson now gears up to lead the offense again. He's struggled. His team has struggled. You talked to me a lot about looking to your leaders. Maybe it's time for him to put his mark on this game.
Agreed. And how that has to happen is somehow he's got to flush out everything that's happened so far and almost start over and get back to that confident level and know that he can play the game, because so far this has been a real struggle.
Yeah, absolutely. He's got the interceptions, trying to turn it around. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. From the gun, Wilson. And nearly another interception. They've been around the ball all game.
I hate to say it, Charles, but the way that he has played in this first half, you just kind of hold your breath every time he drops back to pass.
Yeah, you might be holding your breath, but those guys on the defensive side of the ball, they've got big smiles on their faces. He's handing out picks like the people just leave the candy out at Halloween and you take what you want. They're having a blast out there playing against him today.
2nd and 10. It's Wilson again. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And that will be incomplete. Boy, tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. To throw again is Wilson. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And now here is another interception. Picked by Kevin Byard. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Well, all I can do up here is just shake my head. I mean, 6 interceptions. I cannot imagine what he's thinking between the ears right now.
Well, just think of how it is for his teammates, because after the first few, you know they're going over to him, hey, we'll get them next time. Now they're probably a little bit frustrated. And if you're a receiver, you're thinking to yourself, any ball that's in the air, you become receiver and defensive back. You've got to go compete for the ball so that you don't get another one picked off.
And incomplete, a drop there in the middle third of the field. That'll bring up 2nd down. To throw is Tannehill. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. And he lost the football, but this will fortunately wind up out of bounds.
Intercepted.
Can almost see inside his face mask there, the look of relief. He coughed it up, but it goes out of bounds. They keep it.
Someone carrying around the lucky horseshoe, aren't they? If I were him, I'd go out and play the lottery after that one. A very fortunate man.
And they're operating in plus territory here. They're thinking points. Definitely don't want to lose the football at this juncture.
And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Well, defensively, you're over there trying to catch your breath and try not to show the offense that you're a little bit fatigued. You're right back out there after the turnover. Now they've got to work towards getting another couple of stops and forcing them into at least a
got his man complete. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown.
Touchdown.
Greg Olsen. 30 yards. And the Seahawks are able to close the gap just a bit.
The Seahawks will.
That seemed like a much-needed touchdown after 21 unanswered points to start the game.
It's not often that you equate a football game to a golf tournament, but it's like you don't want to shoot yourself out of the tournament too early. So they needed that touchdown to make sure that they got an opportunity to not just get back into this game, but a chance to win it later if they continue to play well.
And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Their own 25-yard line.
And here comes take the field. And following the interception.
Going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far, but on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. The Titans on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 7.
3rd and 7.
Here's Tannehill. Over the middle here to Brown. Touchdown, Titans. Make that now 4 touchdown passes for Ryan Tannehill. And the Titans find a way to stretch their lead.
That's a pretty quick response to that last touchdown drive, and it seemed like they had maybe given up momentum. Not so fast.
No, not at all, because they ended up pushing the lead up Once again, and you're exactly right. Thought momentum might have been shifted.
Gostkowski set to kick off.
The Titans kicker Stephen Gostkowski ready to do the honors, and we are underway in Nashville.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
Seattle's first go on offense forthcoming, and under center, of course, Russell Wilson.
Gave the commencement address at the University of Wisconsin a couple of years ago. One of the most popular players ever to pull on the uniform there. The beginning of his career, he was a so-called game man of defense. Now, in this stage of his career, the offense runs.
Throwing now, Wilson on first down. Being chased out left. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked by Kevin Byard. And he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line.
Wilson's pass intercepted. The Titans take over first and 10 at the 43-yard line.
On the ground, this is Derrick Henry. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and
5 now. Tannehill. Oh, battle for it here, and this will be caught. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. That's good for 28 yards.
You know I'm going to lean towards the defender, right? You know I'm going to do that.
I know.
That's a tough situation for him as I see it. But the truth of the matter is, that ball was not streaking towards him. That little arc on it, he's got to find a way to get his head around and make a play on the football.
Now a first down throw, Tannehill. The quick slant caught.
Tannehill.
And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. A gain of 9 there. Sets up 2nd and goal. Trying to punch it in with Henry. And he will take this one in for a Titans touchdown. Punching it in from a yard away. And the Titans have taken a first quarter lead. A strong, determined run there, Charles, to get in for 6 points.
This is why it's such a team game, isn't it? And I know it sounds really generic and it sounds almost trite, but the blocks were made up front, offensive line, collective victory at the line of scrimmage and downfield. And how about the finish to the run all the way into the end zone?
Now Stephen Gostkowski on for the extra point. And this is good. Our score, 7-0 Tennessee. Just a 4-play drive that time. And Derrick Henry able to finish it off with a touchdown run.
Stephen Gostkowski set to kick off.
Gostkowski now, after the touchdown, he'll send this one away.
Fielded in the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
First and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Seattle's offense coming back onto the field, ready for their second drive. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 the score as they start first and 10. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Looking for Lockett, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 26. And he is going to get this one back to the 20-yard line. That interception sets them up beautifully already in the red zone.
And you can hear it all the way up here. Oski, everyone turned to block, find a spot, and now they're set up inside the red zone for their offense.
Tannehill with a play fake to Henry. He'll throw instead.
And this one's incomplete.
Anthony Frisker, the intended target.
And now it's second down.
I think we can all understand what they're thinking right now. They take over the ball in field goal range after the turnover, so they've got that in their hip pocket. But they've got to go for the end zone and turn this into a bigger point. Their thinking is a touchdown is really what they should get from starting here. Getting 3 points at the end of this drive, that would feel disappointing.
They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. And he has the first down before he's tackled at the 5. It's an 8-yard pickup, and it leads to a 1st and goal. They'll try and run for it with Henry. And into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown. Derrick Henry with his second touchdown in this opening quarter. And the Titans are able to extend their lead. And a pair of rushing touchdowns now for him in the first quarter.
And I'm liking what I'm seeing from his big guys up front because they're winning the leverage game. How many times we talk about low man wins, right? Move the defensive front aside, create those gaps and holes. He's found his way through them for 2 touchdowns.
And after both of those touchdowns, he went right up to that O-line and hit each of them on the helmet. He recognized it.
That's a smart man. You know what else he should do? If this continues, take them all to dinner.
Gostkowski the extra point, and it's now 14-0. Gostkowski now, after the touchdown, he'll send this one away.
Fielded near the back of the end zone. And this will come out to the 25 as Reed opts for the touchback.
25-yard line.
Here's Russell Wilson and the Seahawk offense now getting set to go again. And he'll need to find a way to shrug off the opening drive, if you can even call it a drive. One play and an interception, so he's got to forget that.
I know that in today's football, we have a good number of coaches who don't look at time of possession the way that the old school guys did. But there's still a place for it. And I think that on this drive, after having thrown that interception, they're going to want to eat up a little bit more clock and run some offense and give their defense a little bit of a break.
Wilson now operating from the gun. That's complete to DK Metcalf. No gain there on the completion. 2nd and 10.
No gain on the play.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10. Fighting to stay upright. And Wilson is going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off around the 41. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line.
Wilson has.
How about the big boys snagging one? You don't see that every week. No, you don't, but a lot of them are just reliving their old dreams, going back to when they were in youth football and in high school. They didn't always play defensive line. Some of them actually handled the football, and you can see the flashback when he grabbed that one.
They're coming out with a jumbo package to start the drive. Quick slant to Brown.
Touchdown, Titans. A.J. Brown, 31 yards. And the Titans are going to add on to their lead. Boy, these guys are off to the races, Charles. 20-0 already, extra point pending.
Yeah, you always hear that term. They just boat race someone. Heck, it's car race, motorcycle race, plane race, whatever you want. Right now, they are sprinting past them.
Extra point try for Gostkowski. And it is now 21-0. They certainly made quick work of that, ultra-quick work. One of the fastest drives you'll ever see, just one play resulting in the touchdown.
Stephen Gostkowski sent to kick off.
Gostkowski now, after the touchdown, he'll send this one away. This is DJ Reed returning. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here. And a loose football. It's picked up by the Titans. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. A lot of talk this week about ball security. In fact, they added an extra period in practice to be more secure with the ball. It didn't work out there.
Well, sometimes you just get overexcited during the game. You may all of a sudden make your catch, see some open field, and decide you're going for it, and not realizing the danger lurks while you're doing so. And there's your end result right there.
And they'll come out with a 3 tight end look on the first play of the drive. Derrick Henry. And Henry's hit. He lost the football.
Derrick Henry on the carry. A fumble on the play.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. On 2nd and 12, Tannehill. He'll get this to his tight end. It's Jonnu Smith. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. 15 yards on the play, first down.
Nice job there of utilizing his big target. He didn't overthink it. Understands the catch radius. Understands that he knows how to use his body to keep defenders away from the ball. And puts it right out there for the nice pickup.
Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Quandre Diggs. And he will take this all the way up past the 40-yard line.
Intercepted by the Seahawks. They'll take over first.
It had been a near-perfect beginning to this football game. Already a double-digit lead first quarter, but their first misstep.
And you know how it is, partner. Sometimes when everything's going right, you start to feel like you can do just about anything you want on the field. This one didn't work out. For him, I go to my defensive captain and say, pick me up, my man. Help me out.
Field across the 45.
Out of bounds.
From the 47, it's 2nd and 5.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
This is the Oklahoma State alum, Chris Carson. And very little running room there. He did get a couple up to the 49.
He was brought down at his 49-yard line. It's a gain of 2 yards. And it's
from the gun on 3rd down, Wilson. And he's got his target. That's more. And he's got this to the 30 before being taken down. And the 20 before he's brought down.
complete.
Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
And the Seahawks first down.
From the red zone now, here's Wilson on 1st down. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone for the Seahawk touchdown.
Touchdown.
Greg Olsen there to make the grab. And the Seahawks are able to cut into that deficit.
Well, since we don't have a rooting interest in this one, neither one of us wanted to see this one get out of hand too early. Here we are in the first quarter. That was an important response for them to score, already down 21.
Right. And he'll get in for the score, and that's going to cut the lead down to 13. There on the conversion.
And look, let's face it, even quarterbacks who don't have great mobility, in certain situations, they're able to actually take the ball in themselves. Remember way back when Joe Namath against the Giants at the Yale Bowl, right? Remember Joe had all those knee operations. They thought he couldn't run it. No one accounted for him. He practically walked into the end zone. Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches with approval by the head coach. They give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive. Almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jamal Adams. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line. First quarter, and now he already has 2 interceptions.
Yeah, he's got to guard against being tentative from this point forward, though. He's got to still make the right reads, make the proper throws. I've seen guys in this league throw 4 interceptions in a game and win. He's got to understand, put it behind you, keep pressing forward.
Here's a throw that's taken in out of the backfield. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. An entertaining start to this one. More to come on EA Sports.
21. Seahawks 8.
14.
To throw again on 2nd down. Wilson. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Adoree Jackson right there, step for step in coverage.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't.
And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle.
Touchdown.
25 yards. And the Seahawks able to make this a close game again. So they went to the ground game on 3rd, hoping to pick up the first. They also picked up a touchdown.
Offensive linemen so used in this situation to having to pass block. All right, you're looking at what it is, 3rd down. They don't care that it's 3rd and whatever. They figure they're going to throw the ball. And when you call running play, I think you energize them. I think you juice them up, because I haven't met offensive linemen yet that likes to pass block more than they like to run block. And they opened up some nice holes there for him, and he took it to the house.
So 2 successful 2-point tries now for them.
And you know what it does? It gives you a boost, a huge one for your team, because, hey, you're dominating them now. They can't stop you either scoring touchdowns or 2-point conversions. But how about the defense? You don't know what to do at this stage. You can't stop them in any direction.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Titans take over 1st and 10.
Here's Tennessee ready to begin this league. Now, last time wasn't pretty. 1 play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. Here's Tannehill. Over the middle to Smith. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first.
Good strong throw and catch right there. So far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, from an offensive perspective, that was a tough run because he only picked up 3 yards. Well, let's flip it over to the defensive side. They now have the advantage. 3 3-yard gains. That means they're punting the ball likely on 4th down. That's what you're looking for when you're playing defense.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Tannehill. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down. They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Back to throw, Tannehill. And that's caught by Smith. And he will have a Titans first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. That one good for a pickup of 15 for Tennessee. So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. Tannehill. He's got his tight end, Anthony Ferkser. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice game.
On 3rd down, Henry. He's got some space here. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. A big chunk on the ground there, 27 yards. They keep it with Henry on first down. And here he'll get it down to the 7. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. And into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown.
Ryan Tannehill with a touchdown pass to A.J. Brown.
And the Titans find a way to stretch their lead.
Had the option to hand that one off or run it himself, but instead a really easy quick pass.
I like the way they made a decisive decision and got it right to the receiver. One move later, he's in the end zone.
Gostkowski with the extra point, and it gives his guys a 12-point advantage. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. Fielded just outside the goal line. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18.
At their own 18-yard line.
Seattle again getting ready to take over offensively.
I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2-minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
Tyler Lockett was the target there, and that'll bring up second down.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
Flush to his right. He lets it fly for Lockett. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by the USC man, Willie Jackson. And they finally put it into this return, but not before he's all the way down to the 37. And escaped the first half, and he's already thrown 4 picks.
And Brandon, back in the good old days, probably back before you were born, if your starter threw 4 in the first half, he might throw 8 or more. But nowadays, the patience level isn't quite there. He's going to have to make some real adjustments, or the backup may see some time.
And here's a good way to kick off a drive, complete over the middle. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. 23 yards, the final tally. 10th carry now for Derrick Henry. And he will score. Touchdown, Titans. Derrick Henry on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Titans are able to extend their lead. This is becoming quite the half he's had here.
Remember in our pregame meetings, they talked about wanting to run the football and staying with it. Well, when you're scoring this many touchdowns, there's no reason to go away from it, is there? They're off to a fantastic start. They hope it continues.
3 already for them. And the formula there on the 2-point try to go 5 wide. Not even the option to hand the ball off. They got it.
They tried to create space, and there isn't a whole lot of it there. For the defense, what you're trying to do is make sure that if they're going to catch the ball, make them catch it behind you because they run out of space with the back line. But in this case, the offense figured it out.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They'll throw on first down with Wilson. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by the safety, Kenny Vaccaro. I'm starting to wonder, Charles, if 5 interceptions, is that the last that we've seen of him?
Well, I think that a lot of people hope that's the last they've seen of him in this game, probably including himself. If this were baseball, the manager would have been at the mound already and asked for the ball, and he'd be in there getting a shower. But in football, you might have to go stand on the sideline and watch the rest of it and see if your backup can do any better. I know the halftime's approaching, but I don't think he's going to want to take a break. That's his 5th catch.
Yeah, they've really been targeting the tight end. Henry. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. This is Henry. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. Past the 20.
No, sir.
Touchdown, Titans. Derrick Henry on his way to a historic performance, 4 first-half touchdowns. And the Titans are going to add on to their lead.
I know I should keep the focus and the spotlight on the hero that just scored, but tackling's been an issue for this defense all game long. I can't set that aside. We just saw it again here. Missed tackles leads to his long touchdown run.
And he'll get into the end zone as the two-point conversion is successful. So they go with a pass, and it works there on the two-point try. Charles, just in general, what are your thoughts passing versus running on two-point conversion? Situational?
It is situational, and you have to know your team. What is your strength? Because so many people think you have to throw the ball in a two-point conversion, but the stats will tell you that running it is about as proficient. So know your team and go to your strength.
And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard.
Seattle now ready to march out of the field. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. Now a man open down the middle of the field. And now a fumble. The ball's out. It's picked up by the Titans. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. These defenses have become so opportunistic, and no matter what you're playing, in this case wide receiver, you got to be careful.
You certainly do, because there is a phrase in today's football that we use all the time, completing the process of the catch. Well, it's after you do that where the trouble begins, right? Meaning you've tucked it away, you're trying to get downfield, but someone's always coming up trying to rake at the ball and knock it free.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
As tight ends go, he might not provide the super flashy plays very often, but he's pretty reliable. Usually an excellent target and normally catches what's thrown to him, but he didn't on that play.
Back to the air, Tannehill on 2nd down. And he comes back with one complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 19 yards there on the catch and run. On 1st down, Tannehill toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. They'll run with Henry. Pushes him over. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. And they'll hustle up to stop him well shy of the 1st, right around the 15. Just a yard on the run there. That's going to bring us to a 4th down. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense the next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
So here we go. The offense is going to stay out there. They're going for it on 4th. And for the 3rd time here this half, it's intercepted. Picked up by the linebacker, Bobby Wagner. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
At their own 7-yard.
So that is 3 interceptions now in this first half, and you hate to ask the question, but let's be honest, we're thinking about it. Do you need to go in a different direction next series?
Potentially.
Now a loose football.